From local stories to Wayne County news, get ready to dive into everything happening in North Carolina with Taylor House Publishing. Got a story to share? Shoot us an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. If you're looking to publish your book or need some top-notch mentorship, we've got your back. Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House brings the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you in your feet.
Taylor House, we got the scoop. Taylor House Publishing.
All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another video from Taylor House Publishing. And we're going to get right into this without any preliminaries. You all know that we have been covering the story of Javion McGee, the 21-year-old truck driver from Aurora, Illinois, who was found under suspicious circumstances, I'll say it again, in Henderson, North Carolina. If you know any about this case, this channel, you know the details, the circumstances, the information surrounding his demise. So lately, we've been trying to decipher how, when, why, and most importantly, the who. And so last night I spoke with a young lady, and I received some information that allowed me to keep digging. And when I started digging, I found out that several Triple K groups or Triple K offshoots have been distributing recruitment information throughout the country. That's right. And this particular group that I'm going to talk about today, amongst others, is called the Trinity White Knights. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of articles that detail these people sharing flyers on social media, as well as printing hard copy flyers and distributing them in different states throughout the country and recruiting them to, if they want to join, recruited them to a small town called Maysville, Kentucky. Now, the reason that I know about Maysville is because a young lady called me from Paducah, Kentucky last night, and she was talking about one of the instances of, unalivement of our young brothers suspended in air from trees. And she said, well, yeah, she was very, very broken about it, as many people who call me are, and are just hearing about the story, which is a whole nother narrative. But I asked her, how's the climate up there? And she said, well, it's, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool where I stay at, but up the road a little bit more, that's where the Triple K be at. And I was like, what town? And she said, Maysville. And so that caused me to Google Maysville, Kentucky. And two of these articles came out. One of them was written on October the 1st. Now, mind you, this is October the 14th, 13 days ago. October the 1st, 2024, this article says that some digital flyers on a Facebook group had been distributed asking people to join the Triple K, and they directed them to a P.O. box in Maysville, Kentucky. Now, this information was distributed in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. And so without further ado, let me show you the article so you guys can see for yourself. But I'm also going to show you the many different groups, I'll say, throughout the United States that has been identified in these little pockets. And I'm in North Carolina, and there are over 50 groups that have been identified. That's the key word, that have been identified. What about those that are not identified? And so this leads me to believe that there is an intricate network of people who are trying to revive the past terror that has been inflicted upon people that look like me. But nevertheless, let's read this article. And you see this article is from the Mon Valley Independent. It says, Triple K material condemned by officials in Charleroi. And the article reads, a flyer was being distributed digitally by a private website in the borough. Charleroi officials were disheartened to learn about racial flyers being digitally circulated in the community over the weekend. And they want whoever shared them to know they won't be tolerated. Borough manager Joe Manning said he first learned of screenshots of a digital flyer originally posted on a Charleroi community Facebook page and shared on social media Friday. There have not been any hard copies of the flyer distributed in the town, Manning said. The flyer was created to support the Trinity White Knights of the Triple K. It's not clear who created the flyer or who shared it on the Facebook page. According to the Anti-Defamation League, a leading anti-H organization, Trinity White Knights of the Triple K is a small Kentucky-based Klan group founded by William Marcus Bader in 2012. 2023, the group reemerged after several years of inactivity, gaining media attention after distributing propaganda in Kentucky and Indiana. TWK was previously active in 2014 and 2015, participating in the protests and demonstrations along with other white supremacist groups such as the Loyal White Knights of the Triple K and the neo-Nazi National Socialist Movement. The flyer shared by an unknown poster to a private Facebook page has since been removed, but not before it was shared online and sparked a new sense of unease within the community. The flyers directed to white citizens of Charleroi and encouraged them to take a stand and join the Triple K group. It also encouraged people to arm themselves and protect their families. Now, this manager of the town has found out that there is a flyer that was posted in a personal Facebook group. Now, I know about Facebook, and I know about their ability to find out who posted this flyer. Now, mind you, this flyer was posted in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. Now, also keep in mind, Javion left Pennsylvania. And I don't know where he left, but that stuck out to me as well. But they are recruiting people in Kentucky, Maysville, Kentucky. And I think that the Facebook people, they know how to find out who posted this. And you're going to read later in the article how, it seems that, they have to make a statement, but, they may not be really too concerned because, as we know, the same people who wore the white sheets were the same town managers, police officers, judges, mayors, etc., etc. Let's continue with the article. The flyer states, do not let the government destroy your town. These third world immigrants are destroying every single city in America they arrive in. The government is pushing these third world immigrants into every single town across America. It also claims white people are the only victims to immigrant brutality. Manning said he was sick to his stomach when someone showed him the screenshot Friday. He immediately shared it with the borough secretary, Robert Dorfler, who was able to reach out to the Facebook group's administrator. We were assured that it had been taken down and told if the administrator can find out who originally shared it, they will be banned from the site. But once it's out there, Manning said. He immediately reached out to Charleroi Regional Police Chief Chad Zielinski. I went to Chad as soon as I saw it, and he was already aware and told me that the police were on it. but because it was only digital, there's not much that can be done right now. Now, he said that the Facebook administrator, told them that it had been taken down, and if we find out who did it, we're going to, report them. Most of these private groups have moderators, and a lot of the posts have to be reviewed before they are posted. Most of the private groups do. I mean, because I know What's Up Goldsboro never lets me post, but that's a whole other different story. But and then he reached out to the chief of police, saying that he already knows about it, and so that also raises my flags because once again, in these small towns, people know who's who. And, they have to make the public statement as if they condemn it. But if they are involved in it, then once again, there's like he said, once it's out there, it's out there. And the police chief said, well, because it's only digital, there's nothing much we can do right now. Yes, you can. You can find, with all of this cyber technology, you can find out who exactly posted that article. But nevertheless, the article goes on to read something from the Mon Valley NAACP person, and I'm going to skip that, as well as they're talking about Trump and everything like that. So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to focus on this part of the article. On September the 18th, the Lexington Herald Leader, a print publication, published a story about an ongoing police investigation into similar flyers posted by the TWK. According to the article, flyers were posted that directed potential recruits to a P.O. box in Maysville, Kentucky. In Springfield, and that's Ohio, Springfield, flyers criticized the mayors for denouncing the white supremacy organization and called for the mass deportation of immigrants, specifically targeting Haitians. It urged residents to contact and address, once again, in Maysville, Kentucky, to join the Trinity White Knights of the Triple K. Maysville Police Chief Palmer said his office is aware of the situation, adding that the P.O. box is quote unquote active in their area. The Kentucky City has contacted the FBI's Louisville office for investigative support. So here you see in Lexington, Kentucky, they're also investigating similar flyers posted by them. So these flyers are being posted in a myriad of locations. You hear Springfield, Ohio. Those people are getting word of those flyers as well. But most importantly, you see the Maysville Police Chief Palmer said, we're aware of the situation and it is an active box in the area. And they have called in the FBI Louisville for support. Now, once again, those local state organizations work hand in hand together. So, but it alarms me that the police says it's an active box. Now, once again, I think they have enough technology these days to find out who rented the box, who pays for the box, whose credit card is listed on the box, etc., etc. Now, once again, I looked up Maysville. Maysville is a town that has a population of 86% Caucasian, about 6% Black, and about scattered around. But it's only 8,000 people, 9,000 people. Now remember, the town of Sheffield, in which our brother Norris Richardson met his fate, is only 9,000 people. So those little small towns have ways of, protecting their own. And we're going to read the rest of this article, a little bit more of it. And he said, thankfully, Manning said, flyers are not being circulated in hard copies in Charleroi, that's Pennsylvania. And he goes on to say they're there, and I don't know what there is, but there seems to be a lot of places there. They are passing out flyers, putting them on cars, placing them around. So thank God that it is not happening here. Manning said, I want to be very clear. There's no place in Charleroi for that kind of H speech. The administration completely denounces any type of speech that intimidates, frightens, or terrifies any other people. Doesn't belong here, doesn't belong anywhere. Now, they condemn the H speech, but what about the H actions? The actions of extremely disliking someone. And the reason I'm saying H because YouTube kind of frowns upon certain words, so I don't want this video to get restricted and not being able to be seen by, the people who need to see it. So that's just one article, right? But this is just one art. These are just people who have been found out or people who have been reported. A lot of these things are probably going out and people are not reporting them. People are just taking the information and moving accordingly, joining silently, things of that nature. So then I had to look up, the Trinity White Knights. And when I looked up the Trinity White Knights, another article appeared. And this article right here details their actions from a year ago. So this article was written June 15th of last year. Once again, 2023, not 1923, not 1963, not 1983, but 2023. And you see, Triple K recruitment flyers found in neighborhoods across Kentucky. Once again, Kentucky. Residents of Mount Sterling, Kentucky said they woke up Sunday morning to find flyers spread across their lawn that reportedly were created and placed by a local chapter of the Triple K. Neighborhood Watch, the flyer advertising the part, you can sleep sound tonight. The Klan is awake. Flyers also urge residents to report crime and drug dealers to an email address. And there you see the photo. And then it goes on to say the name of the Trinity White Knights, Triple K, a Kentucky-based offshoot of the white supremacist organization, is shown at the top of the papers and believed to be the source of the guerrilla advertising campaign. Local reports and police from Sterling, Paris, Winchester, and Corbin, where similar flyers have been discovered since Sunday, cannot confirm the validity of the documents, whether they were legitimately placed by members of the Klan or part of an elaborate hoax. Now, once again, there you go with the cognitive dissonance, the plausible deniability of the legitimacy of these documents. We can't, we think they're a hoax. Nobody's playing those kind of games right now in 2024. But here you see another photo of, their advertisement. And it says, Aaron Noel, a detective with the Mount Sterling Police, said the department identified a suspect Tuesday morning believed to be connected with the spread of flyers, according to the Lexington Herald Leader. Noel also said the suspect's name was forwarded to the state police and the FBI. If you have the suspect's name, then why you're not arresting the suspect? But anyway, Victoria Allen, a resident of Paris who goes by Recendetra88 on Twitter, You Blue Water Girl on Reddit, posted about discovering the flyers on her lawn Sunday. And the post found that the Trinity White Knights appear to have launched a YouTube channel Friday and uploading a recruiting video ahead of their alleged flyer campaign. So this article once again details the Trinity White Knights. Now, when speaking with the lady and doing some more research on this, I found several articles, and I'm not going to go over all of the articles. You can actually research these articles. This is recent behavior. And this is happening in several places all around the country. And so when you see things like Javion McGee happening, and I'm going to show you the map of North Carolina too. North Carolina, the Southern Poverty Law Center has identified over 50 of these similar groups with similar ideologies in the state of North Carolina. I'm going to go over that list with you real quick so you'll be able to know. But Javion in North Carolina, Norris Richardson in in Alabama, Jacoby Lindsey in Mississippi, and so on and so forth. Evan Bryan in Vidor, Texas. All of these have happened within the last 2 months. And here you see rhetoric being distributed within the last week, within the last couple of years. They're, as one article put it, they're ramping up, they're revamping, they're reactivating, they're forming like Voltron to resurge their extremely dislike of certain people. And so when you see things like Javion and all these other brothers happen, you have to wonder, okay, there must be an intricate network. And I'm going to show you this intricate network right now that has never went anywhere and is definitely on the rise. Just take a look at this map from the Southern Poverty Law Center. So this is the national map, right? And if you see the map, it says in 2023, we tracked 1,430 H and anti-government groups across the U.S. And look at the map and see all of those spots where these groups are at. Now, mind you, they said these are the ones they tracked. What about the ones that they didn't track? But what I did was I clicked on our state or my state in North Carolina. And when you click on North Carolina, that is what you'll see. But also you can click on learn more about North Carolina, and it will take you to the specific groups in the area. And then it also, if you look closely, it says there are 12 statewide H and anti-government groups in North Carolina not displayed on the map. Now, you see the first one is Active Club, and it's a white nationalist group, and that is in operation statewide. Statewide. A lot of these organizations are operating statewide. America's Remedy, Sovereign Citizens Movement, Charlotte, Asatru Folk Assembly, statewide. Americans for Legal Immigration, Raleigh, Camp Constitution, Charlotte, Education First Alliance, Apex. Some of these, GDL, Anti-Semitism, statewide. Identity Dixie, Neo-Confederate, which means New Confederate. And we all know what the Confederate stood for. So that is statewide as well. Then you have 3% United Patriots, 3 chapters. It's a militia movement. It is statewide. Mount Olive, in which I stay in Goldsboro. So you guys live in Mount Olive, which is only about 20 minutes from Goldsboro. Be aware of the United Patriots. It's a militia movement, Region 3. Also, the Loyal White Knights. Now, these are straight up Triple K group in Pelham, North Carolina. Now, so they this look like some of my Hebrew Israelite brothers. They done listed them on the group, the site. So I'm not, I think that looks like one of my Hebrew Israelite brothers. So, and a lot of these groups, some of these groups are like, kind of just labeled because of their beliefs. The Moms for Liberty. Now, the Moms for Liberty, I've heard about them before, but they are well rounded. They are well, they are well known around the states, I guess, or around this state. They are pretty much everywhere. They have several different chapters, so we're just going to group them all together. The National Assembly, statewide. Once again, North Carolina Moms. Patriot Front, white nationalists, statewide. Proud Boys. They, they're general. They listen to them as general, but they have several chapters. Stokes County Militia, King, North Carolina. Now, I did speak with the lady earlier who mentioned King as a place that you don't want to go, period, if you're not of a certain hue. Tactical Civics, North Carolina, statewide. Watchman, statewide. All of these entities statewide. Now, that's just in North Carolina. And I'll show you the map again. These are all locations that they are. And if you look right there on the corner of Texas, that is Vidor. That is right where Vidor is. Of course, there's a lot of them in Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, and also in the north. And so this month actually is National Anti-H Group Month. I think it is, or something like that, So this is the month in October where people are banding together in opposition to these groups. So I guess they are trying to counter that with more recruitment. And so the reason I'm sharing this is so that people will realize that when these things happen to, brothers who are being suspended in air from trees, and we question the validity of the narrative that is given by a lot of small town sheriffs, medical examiners, police officers, DAs, and the like. Those concerns are valid when you know that there are several groups that operate in this area, and the same people who are determining the narrative surrounding these suspicious expirations may be members of these groups, or may be affiliated with these groups, or maybe be under the control, the influence, be scared of these particular groups. And you can look this map up yourself. So if you, whatever state that you're in, you can go to the Southern Poverty Law Center. But this is the reason why I'm questioning things in, once again, Mr. McGee's demise, and also these other gentlemen's demise. And once again, Mr. McGee was found in Henderson, North Carolina, which has a torrid history. And I'm actually going to share another story with you that I found out while doing this research about Henderson, which kind of explains a lot of the area. And we all know, as they mentioned, Cottrell, North Carolina, they actually had, the phone number of the Triple K in the book, not too long ago, recently, more recent than not recent. And so these are the things that we look at, once again. I think hopefully Mr. Corey McGee, will be on the show today, and he's going to talk about some of the things that he's experienced, him and his wife. So make sure y'all tune in for that show today at about 3:00. We're going to be with him, but continue once again to flood the FBI online office with tips about or concerns about the way this case is being investigated. That is the FBI office, the federal FBI office. Go to tips, and it'll take you to the civil rights tab, and you click that civil rights tab and you express your concerns with this case. But nevertheless, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you share, you like, and get this video out there, because this is a video that people need to see, and to see that, the things that we are experiencing may be part of an intricate network. Like I said, if these groups hold the same ideology, they could be in contact with others, and they could be in contact with themselves. As they say, birds of a feather, flock together. So if you have a group over here and we have a group over here, okay, well, let's plan this one right here. We got one coming down there. He just left. Okay, he's coming down to your town. Okay, yeah, okay, well, yeah, let's go ahead and get us one. He's not from there. Let the sheriff know that, we got a guy coming down. We're gonna be on him as soon as he get there. He's leaving there. He's due to get there at 12 o'clock. When people are evil, they will go to extreme lengths to perpetrate that evil. So, but as you know, we know Ephesians 5:11, take no part in the works of darkness, rather expose them, for it's a shame to even speak about what they do in secret. And so we're going to continue to expose these wrongs, these groups, and hopefully with exposure comes justice, deliverance, from this type of oppression and, this evil in the world. But 919-587-7782. I thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and blessings.
The one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House bring the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Little stories that keep you in your feet.
Taylor House, we got the scoop.
Taylor House Publishing.